A dream to spin fire. The NFT in our diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From new coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a dream. Show you where to excel.
Yo, good morning, boys. Yeah, we do a little experimenting with the show format. Yeah, we weren't live yesterday. Really glad to be back today. I miss it, dude. You know, every time I think I'm going to like mix things up, and I am, by the way, I am going to keep mixing things up here, but every time I mix it up and I think I've got the next, like the next direction, I forget how much I miss the live shows or how much I love them. Okay. Got an error that we're not live somewhere, but I think we are. I think we're live everywhere. Yeah, I think we're good. Go away error. There we go. Murray, good morning, man. Cutie, good morning. Cutie, I think the error was for Arena, but we're live there. Drop King GM, sir. Again, Cats, yeah. You know, there's something big enough happening today. It's actually pretty fucking huge. Something big enough that we have to be live today and talk about it. You know, it's the title of the stream. What's up, Choina? Good morning. Mr. Wood, good morning. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep doing a mix of both. And as best I can, I'll give a heads up. But we're just going to see what works. So, okay, yesterday, didn't go live in the morning. Instead, on my personal channel, did a 20-minute kind of faster update video. And ideally, those happen more frequently too. And also, they're ideally shorter. But also still need to go live. When there's days that there's, big enough topics that we have to talk about them, we need to talk about them. That's today. So I'm going to keep playing with the other format. For all I know, tomorrow it'll be another one of those videos. Again, hopefully shorter, but we're going to figure out the right balance. Again, today we're here. We need to be. Let me think if we have any other quick updates for right now. But man, live because we need to talk about this new meta that's coming. Internet capital markets. You're probably starting to see it on the timeline here right now. And right from the start, dude, I'll tell you, man, pay attention to that. Pay attention to that one. That is as big as, people, a new meta starts bubbling up on the timeline and everybody's like bull posting about it and talking about it's the next thing. And usually it's not the next thing. Usually it's not. Usually it's your like flavor of the month narrative or whatnot. This one, dude. Nope, not this one. This one's the real deal. Internet capital markets, the real deal here. Yeah, we'll find that balance. Choina, maybe the balance is still, fuck, dude. Maybe it's a mix of the live show, and then instead of that update show, it's still the, couple quick videos during the day. I don't know. I'm still gonna figure it out, but I don't want it to be like unpredictable either. So we'll find it. Luna, good morning. Fog, good morning. But this I miss. You know what I mean? Like a day of not doing this, and I realized this part's pretty fucking important. I'm looking for a tweet real quick because it's kind of important to show where this new meta came from. Like this meta is really fucking important. It is. This is a big fucking deal. Internet capital markets. Sounds cool. But you're gonna print here. You are. So that setup. Virtuals we pay attention to. Internet capital markets we pay attention to. We'll be diving into that here today. Guys, smash the like on the show. We're live on Abstract, on X, on the Arena, and on YouTube. Definitely, though, come over to YouTube and subscribe over here. Especially this show. Great. I love it. But especially to catch the afternoon Swarm Report. I'll tell you this, man. I still think Virtuals is way under the radar, which is crazy because we talk about it a ton here, right? But I think most people think they missed the AI meta. And if you're in there, a lot of you are starting to pay attention or have been, but I think you agree. I think you see what I'm seeing, that most people are still not touching virtuals. They think because they're starting to hear about it more now that they missed it. And if you look at something like Cookie.fund, you see the market cap for the ecosystem here. We're half of our previous all-time high. And I think this part of the cycle second leg of this, bull market, I think we smashed the previous all-time high. I think we're heading to that 30, 40, 50 bill market cap. We'll see how it plays out, but I'll tell you this, I believe we're really early in AI over in the virtuals ecosystem. And I saw a tweet from somebody who I like and respect, who a big name, big influencer on X, also thinks that we're still really, really early. I'll die on that hill. I think we're really early in virtual. So stay plugged into both of those. That is here. Let's fucking get into this, man. Shut up, Hudah. Follow me on X, guys. Hudah_idiot. Crypto Slam IO. Follow us there as well, guys. SlamAI_XYZ. And then finally, our flagship AI agent. It is the Swarm_AI. This is where I stream the afternoon show. We're getting some great guests. DGen C, I got to tweet that. The DGen C coming in on Thursday. Still trying to get that date locked in with AI XVC, but they are coming on. I think that, so you probably saw this. They're going on Vader Spaces tomorrow. So I think they wanted to give Vader that first shot, which I'm totally cool. Like Vader and virtuals are basically like the strong partners, but also maybe it's like maybe Vader is even owned by virtuals. I don't know exactly, but I that Spaces for them makes a ton of sense here. Is that possible, dude? Cutie? Is that even possible? That'd be cool as shit. That would be. Maverick, good morning, man. Benny, good morning. Damn, guys, good to see you. Some good numbers coming in today. CPI, inflation, looking good, guys. Check it. Pretty darn good. US CPI, 2.3%. Year over year, estimated to be 2.4%. So coming in 0.1 under. Pretty great. Pretty fucking great. Now all eyes on the market and see, does this move us? Especially, guys, after we touched 105K. We got that high. Hey, I won the bet. Thank you very much, English. Won that bet. Shit, we didn't talk since then. I know we probably talked on the weekend stream, right? But we had that bet. I had to bet with our buddy English. Bitcoin to 104.5. We bet a fluoroform. Guys, our initially the bet, what he wanted to do was a node monk. Dude, he bet a node monk, and I'm like, dude, no. Because I knew if I lose, I can't. I don't have a node monk. So I knew I couldn't like live up to my end of the bet. So I said no. So we did the fluoroform. Anyway, English, a man of his word. He sent it. Awesome. GG's. I'm probably willing to bet that thing right back with him. Double or nothing or something. But this is it, man. This is a special part of the crypto run here coming up. How high can Cato get? What's the market cap at? It can go pretty darn high. Yeah, English is a cool motherfucker. It was cool him to do that. But we did. We hit 105. Pretty great. And I still think we're going to test all-time high this month. So what, 2.5-ish weeks to go. I think we'll test all-time high this month. And look, I'm not going to talk stable coins today too much, but I'm just going to say we know there was a setback with the Genius Act, but voting isn't done, right? In fact, Brian Armstrong expects this week we see another vote on it. And man, if that isn't some strong wins in the sales, if that makes it a step further, right? If there's actually some positive movement behind the Genius Act, all of a sudden, that's what I was looking for the summer. That's why I didn't think, and I still don't think it's a sell in May and walk away. It's if we get stablecoin legislation moving forward, that carries us, and that carries us past all-time high. So we'll watch for that. Bitcoin here. Down in the past 24 hours, at this point, just down 0.3% to 103.6. ETH over 2,500. ETH looking great. Guys, 43% in the past week. Crazy shit. Crazy. Oh, dude, good stuff, Maverick. I love that. Love the live trading on virtual. So yeah, this past weekend, again, since we didn't talk, this past weekend we did that special episode of the Swarm Report. And Melvin, the man behind the Bernie agent, came on the show. He was on live, and he was live during the launch of that token, which was awesome. And God, that was so cool. And then, hang on, how did that work? Was it Sunday when the token went live? I think it was Sunday. So Sunday, we watched when TGE actually happened, right? Like the subscription period ends, TGE happens, and we're watching it. and we're trying to buy it live and just watching to see if it makes sense to buy it live. I did end up buying. And yeah, dude, I'm with you, Maverick. That was my first buy over there. And so I'm right with you. And that's why I like doing this, because I think we learn together. So I learned from that. Right now, Axelrod, and we'll get to that in a moment, but Axelrod is live now. Dude, in 1 minute, 100% subscribed. Last I checked, 300% oversubscribed. Axelrod's going to smash every record on virtuals. Participants, oversubscription, market cap. It's going to smash them all. You are going to make, every single one of you, if you commit to that, you're going to make some money here. And I'm talking like man, fuck, dude, 20x, 30x. No, it's probably going to be like a 50 to 100x on Axelrod. It's that big. It's that big. Yeah, dude, I can't even wait to peak. But I think you're probably looking at come on. I think you're probably looking at over 100x on Axelrod. So I told a buddy I'm probably putting in one. This is so embarrassing. I'll say it, whatever. Like one virtual worth. It's like nothing, right? Like virtual is what, $1.50 or something like that. I don't have enough points to go any harder. I've got like 250 points or 200 points, but I just want to keep getting reps and getting to play. But I'll gladly take that one virtual and turn it into 200, which is exactly what I think is going to happen here. I think we got a 200x coming on virtual. That means it's like a 40 mil market cap. Hang on, am I mathing right? 40 mil market cap would be a 200x. And I think it's really doable. I think that's coming. You could be more conservative and say let's say a 20 mil market cap, which puts you at 100x. It's easy. It's free money. I'm pretty fucking sure we're getting to that 100 mil market cap. Mike, good morning. Dude, virtuals and internet capital markets. ETFs here on Friday. Wow. Not Friday, yesterday. Dude, just 5 million inflows yesterday in the Bitcoin ETFs. Holy cow. I'm surprised to see that. I am. On the ETH side, maybe a better day? No, 17 million outflows. Okay. All right. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, with 200 something points, they get like Vader's got a calculator out there. I probably won't get anything. So like with the Bernie launch, I put in like 200, 250 points, and I ended up with like 700 tokens. And I don't know what the value of that was, but you know, it's very little. It's very little. It's like it's probably not worth doing, but I'm just hoping I get a few points. And it's just to get some reps. It's just to feel out the platform. We'll ramp that up. Nikita Beer. Dude, big news that he was coming to Solana, right? This was a couple months back. This guy is like, he's like a mobile app guru, right? And big news a couple months back that he's now focused on Solana mobile apps. And man, great timing with the ruling that a judge handed down to Apple just like a week and a half ago, right? That they, I guess, weren't following previous like court orders where they have to open up their app store to apps that accept payments from outside of the app store. Remember that whole like that drama? You guys remember that, right? So all of a sudden now you can have apps on the app store that can get, traders can make payments in crypto. And the timing of this dude now being here, helping, to help these app devs navigate like the Web 2 world with their Web 3 apps. Dude, perfect timing. The setup's all there. And this man bringing this Believe platform. And Believe platform, guys, if you're looking for what that meta is, what's the thing in the thumbnail and the title? It's Believe. I'm going to put their socials up right now because if there's anything you're focusing on here, if there's anything, Gen Z, I don't know if you don't think AI coins are still early, doesn't mean they're like at the first inning. But if you don't think they're going to 2, 3, 4x from here, I don't know what to tell you, man. And don't listen to me. I don't know who else out there might say things you believe in. I should probably find this whole thread. But ICO Beast made a great tweet, and it was really talking about internet capital markets and finding these things before everyone else. Jonah asking him what is he bullish on now, front running. He doesn't think people are allocated to AI coins. I know this is true because while some of you guys are in, I would say a majority of my friends are still not in. Probably participated last time around, are not going back yet, and they will be. I'm with them. I think most people are not allocated to AI coins, at least in a big way, and I think it's coming. And I think Virtuals is going to drive a lot of that, and I think they're about to shock people with how big they get here. Partnership with Cato, about to launch on Solana too. Like, right, we already know Solana's integrated, but I don't think we've seen any Solana launches, or if we have, it's not been many. But I think that launchpad's about to put a big old focus on Solana launches here. Fade it if you want. I don't care. I don't care, but I know I'm not alone in thinking that AI is incredibly early still. It is. I'm not saying first inning. Might be fourth inning. Might be fifth inning. I'm going to say third to fourth inning. I think it's early. I think there's tons of life ahead of it. Tons of life. Cats, I like your play, though. I got to tell you, I don't know if I love that GPT Wars team, but it doesn't matter. It's the game. The game of, like, getting in and grinding points. I think you're making a really good play there. I do. Let me put up Believe, but actually, before I put up the Believe account, you have to follow it, guys. This is the thing. Pay attention to Virtuals. Pay attention to Believe. Those two. You know my thoughts on ordinals. Yes, they're going to cook, and meme coins going to cook. All that going to cook, but we're looking for, like, core narratives, like core metas that are going to drive most of the hype, the action this cycle. It's AI, and it's Believe. It's these internet capital markets. Look at, like, internet capital markets. It's all you're going to hear about. Really started ramping up over the past day or two, and it's also just starting. Internet capital markets, internet capital markets, internet capital markets. All these big accounts saying the same thing, and they're right. They're right. And by the way, I'm going to explain what exactly it is and what it means, because it's kind of some goofball shit too. I'll keep it. I'll be very, very real with you guys about this stuff and what I really think of it. Which is, it's kind of silly. Like, we've already seen it before. It's like the same thing, just repackaged, but that's all you need. That's kind of all you need. All right, let me put some stuff on the screen here. Launchcoin. This is, I think this is the main token on Believe. Or it's the biggest coin that has been launched on Believe so far. Dude, this thing shot up to 130 mil market cap this morning. Here's your Believe platform right here. Yeah, I think this is basically their token, the platform token. I don't know if it's going to get paired with every token on the Launchpad. I don't think that's how it works, but yeah, reply to any tweet with Launchcoin plus name to create your own meme coin. Remember, we talked about this a little while back too, about that this had launched. I wish it had clicked for me earlier, right? And that we bought Launchcoin. I know some people who did buy it, like, really cheap. But Launchcoin, absolute cook, and probably has a big run ahead of it still. But at this point, I'm just watching the Believe platform and watching for other coins that launch on it. And I do think we're going to see some, like, guys, major winners. Things getting in the tens of mil market cap. I think when we really start rocking, we're probably looking at Launchcoin being $1 billion token. And we're probably looking at plenty of other tokens launching on Believe that are 50, 100, 200 mil market caps. That's what we're probably heading into. This is the meta coming. This is it. We'll talk about what it is, because I hear the term internet capital markets, and like, we're so goofy with, like, needing to give everything a name, right? Even though it's the same thing, it is. We've seen this before. But, like, let's talk about what it is so people do have a good idea, because sometimes when you don't really understand it, you get caught up in, like, the wizardry, right? It feels like magic. It feels like something so new, and it really does get you, like, speculating to like, like, there's no ceiling when you don't understand it. Internet capital markets, real world companies on the blockchain. Remember, we had that Jelly token launch. Was that a real token? I'm trying to remember if that was a real company or if it was just created by somebody who, like, runs a real world business. And I'm trying to remember what the company was. Oh, you guys are going to have to help me with this too. And I'm talking, like, just a few months back, we had a couple tokens that launched. There were rumors of a TikTok token. You guys remember that? And right around that period, there was, like, one or two other tokens that were, like, real Web2 businesses that were like launching these tokens. I'm pretty sure Jelly fit in there. I'm pretty sure. And that's what this is. That is the same Meta now given, this term. Podcast app. Okay. But that's what this is. It's the exact same thing. It's companies, existing companies. It's actually a big deal coming in and launching a coin. It's that. It's the thing we've always wanted. Everybody launch a coin. Every company launch a coin. I tweeted this morning, and I believe it. And here's the analogy, kind of. Believe is the Zora of apps. Apps come in, launch a coin. Does the token give you utility in the ecosystem or on the app? No. Maybe sometimes it does, but no, that's not the idea of it. It's just like tokenizing content on Zora. Capture the attention. Monetize the attention. That's what this is. I like his takes, by the way. Most of the companies are irrelevant with no product market fit. We've taken off as a Meta so quickly that people are skipping due diligence. So people are just buying the tokens because they're hot and they're chasing them. That's it. But valuation is so low. Yep. 99% of the tokens coming to this Meta are going to be total grifts, failed Web2 founders. Remember when Enron, remember like the Enron token? I don't know if that quite fits this, but it's kind of in that vein. It's a little different, but close enough, right? We're going to see all these companies launching tokens, and they are meme coins. They're not utility coins. Some might find utility, right? But for the most part, they're just putting an official brand, an official business, giving them a coin. There is going to be 1% that are super fucking hot. Maybe because it's memeable, right? It could just be that it's memeable, or people like the brand or whatever. Whatever the reason, some of these are going to absolutely cook. And again, we're talking like hundreds of millions for those market caps. Dude, you can't fund Wizards today. They're basically, look, USD wise, they're back at mint price. Dude, they're back at mint price. Actually, I think they're a little over. And I actually think, forget USD value. I think they're basically at 0.2 Bitcoin, which puts 60% of minters up 2x. So Wizards are actually looking pretty good. Pretty fucking good. As are all ordinals, and I'm gonna try to get to ordinals too a little bit here. Bro, I'm about to hit the smelling salts, I think. I think it's time. I cracked them open. I think it's time. But this is a Christian show. I cannot do that on air. It's good to see you, though, Marty. As an industry, we knew that ICOs were an incredible economic tool, taking capital formation away from institutions to the masses. Today, the issue, this is cool. This describes what we were doing before and what we're doing now. Okay, before, or the issue, we were buying white papers. Today, we're buying businesses. It's still all the same thing. We're buying like the attention. That's all we're buying, dude. We're buying the attention. That's all we're doing. This is why I want to drive that point home. I want to make sure nobody gets confused with what we're buying here. Attention, the end. It is a new meta. It's no different, though, guys, from the AI meta, coming from the animal meme coin meta, going to the TikTok memes meta. It's all still the same thing. You're still buying attention. You're not buying like a different kind of product. You're buying the same attention economy with a different wrapper. That's what we're buying. How's the token connected? Right? Everybody said this always with everything. We said it with the AI stuff too. We did. We absolutely did. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much attention is it going to get. Changes if one of these companies actually bakes the token into their ecosystem and gives it utility. Then it changes a little, and that usually limits their value too, but it kind of depends. Boy, oh boy, man. Believe is going to cook. Is that real? Attention is all you need was a 2017 landmark research paper in AI. It's kind of true, isn't it? It's true, isn't it? Because and especially in this space, you get attention, you make yourself enough money to change your life or set up your business for years of runway. For a day of attention, it's the craziest shit ever, but whoever dropped that in 2017, Way ahead of their time, maybe. Dude, well, it's so cool. A lot of you were around for that. That's cool, Choina. It's cool. Attention. Are these guys the next to do it? Airbnb announced that they have something today, something coming today. The next chapter of Airbnb. Is it going to be a Believe token? Dude, it would track. It would track. This is exactly what we're expecting to happen now. And it's why it's important you're paying attention to this shit right now, right? These, man, it's going to get really fucking cool. These these huge companies coming in and dropping a shitter. And they'll probably give it utility. You probably can book your Airbnb with a token if they do it. I don't know for sure that they're doing this, but kind of feels like they're going to drop a token, right? Or maybe are they getting into AI? I see him retweeting Sam Altman. Oh, I've heard the ukulele version. Wait, AI version, Marty. I didn't hear AI versions. I heard the little keyboard piano cover, which is beautiful. And I heard the ukulele cover, which I thought was lame. I don't know. Marty, what do you mean I'm still? Am I frozen? You might be frozen. I think I'm okay here. Oh, Fantasy Top. No, dude. No. In fact, you tell me at any moment if you want me to like transfer those cards to you. Marty funded me with a Fantasy Top team. Fucking cool guy. I still think it's a killer platform. Got to tell you. I still think it's a killer platform. I do. I think that's one that has product market fit. Actually, I think that grows. I just made a connection. Like as I'm saying it, I think we're going to see that in a big way. A big way. I think it's cool. Anyway, keep your eye on Airbnb today. Guessing we got a token coming. And it probably drops on Believe. Dude, some money to be made out there. Okay, Marco here dropped a product overview of Believe. If you guys want, we can listen to it. 7 minutes long. I don't mind playing the whole thing. Maybe we come back to it. But I think the bigger point here is this is legit. This meta is, yeah, it's real legit. This is not just a flavor of today. This is going to probably cover us through, the end of this cycle, right? I think it's that big of a meta. Oh, and by the way, this is really important. As of last night, maybe earlier this morning, the total market cap for all of this internet capital market for that entire sector, guys, 150 mil, 170 mil for the entire thing. Now, past few hours, this stuff's been cooking. But again, think back to the AI sector. Got to 20 billion. It's at like 10 or 11 billion right now. That's the potential for this internet capital markets. It's at least what people are thinking. And I can see it. Yeah, I could see it playing out that way. That this sector gets to multiple billions and 10 or 20 doable. Yeah, definitely. So this is it. We're here early. Oh, okay. Now the only problem here is when AI started cooking, I don't think it caught on as quickly. I don't think this early you had the whole, the entirety of crypto Twitter talking about it and everybody declaring it the meta, right? I think it still took some time. And maybe I'm misremembering, right? When GOAT came along and Truth Terminal, and then we had the Cerebro and all that. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, thinking back to it, because GOAT got to, 100, 200, 300 mil market cap within, a month or so. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Heidi's, good morning, man. I might be wrong. We might have been that quick to declare AI the meta last time too. But that one I was way earlier too, so it felt like it took longer. Right? Was in GOAT so early, 5 or 7 mil. So I kind of watched it right from the start and felt it was the meta that early, but I saw how long it took for the rest to catch up. Maybe it was only a month. But this shit's here. We also have, and this is where I want to start connecting some dots. I think mass adoption, I don't think about this. I know mass adoption is starting to happen. And we say that a lot because it does happen in phases and it happens in different areas. But right now, something is changing where mass adoption is happening in a way that's going to grab Web 2, people outside of crypto. And it's happening now. I don't know that means people rush to the blockchain all of a sudden, but the setup is there right now for it to happen. The meme coin launch pads is part of that, right? Apps like Slingshot and Moonshot and even like Robinhood, Coinbase, Binance adopting or integrating more meme coins and faster. It's part of it. Magic Eden, well, Slingshot's their DEX. I was going to say them though, leaning into meme coins. It's part of it. Giving normies easier access to meme coins, all part of it. Internet capital markets, it's part of it. The fact that a normie, and let's just pretend like Airbnb is launching a token, normie who doesn't do crypto stuff or maybe he's just starting to dabble, sees he can buy their official meme coin, kind of like the Trump coin. Like, right, this stuff makes it very easy to onboard people. Combine that with the Apple App Store now letting you do these crypto payments and games now starting to actually integrate it. It's happening. It's happening. The mass adoption like setup is all here right now. I like Ansem's point here. We've said this many times, like the more competitive the meme coin ecosystem gets, the better for us, the more rewards. And we're seeing that play out right now, right? With Boop.fun and their bullshit. We probably haven't chatted about this since they made changes. Boop.fun is kind of bullshit. I love the idea, the initial rollout of it. I thought it was great. I thought people were making a mistake. But the founder of it, Dingaling, keeps changing the airdrop. What's it at? Join, are you looking at Boop? Yeah, Dingaling keeps changing the way the airdrop works, and he basically destroyed that platform. Doesn't mean it's dead, but what he did now is open the door for these other launch pads to adjust their rewards, which is exactly what Pump Fund did. Also, it's exactly what we said would happen, and it's good for us. You need to drive rewards to the platform users. Otherwise, someone else is going to come in and do it. It's just like when Blur came in and stole OpenSea's action because they went no royalties. The fact that you can do it and make it more rewarding for users means somebody is going to do it. It's exactly what's happening in meme coins. Yeah, Boop is a real bummer. Dingaling's a fuck. I liked him. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to be a good dude, didn't need the money, would really weigh this in favor of people. I still always give people the benefit of the doubt, and I want to think that he just fucked up. Like, he adjusted the mechanics because he saw people gaming it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that now. But, man, yeah, keep playing. Why not? It's a real bummer, man. It's a real fucking bummer. I really thought Boop had some potential. I still do. Part of me still does. Yeah, part of me still thinks it can, like, right the ship. Although, again, them opening the door, yeah, it's Moonship. It's why if you go heavy into rewards, that's the way you can do it. It's exactly like, it's just like Blur did, and it worked. But I think they fucked it up, and now we'll see in a moment. Pump Fun is now getting into the reward game. Now, like, still on the mass adoption thing. Again, I'm going to keep connecting these dots because I see them all starting to, fall into place. But Coinbase has a new wallet feed. I saw this the other day, and I didn't think anything of it. But now I'm connecting these dots again. Their new wallet feed is like a social media platform, right? New internet is on chain and social. So now I'm connecting the dots to Zora as well. Like, look at this wallet. So, like, your wallet also has a social feed in it. So you're going to, like, it's kind of crazy. Like Instagram or Twitter or something like that. And remember, we see this a lot. Different, like, products or platforms, like, all coming from different sides, but meeting at the same place. So we have, like, Coinbase now becoming a social media app. We have social media apps now becoming wallets, like Rumble. Rumble's got a wallet. Rumble's aiming for Coinbase's, user base. We know X is going that direction at some point. There was another one. There was another big one that also is making this shift over. I'm trying to think if it was a social media thing that was going crypto or if it was a crypto platform going social media. But you see where this is all heading, right? Like, these everything all in one place. Attention. It's all about attention still. Attention and money and putting them together. And it makes sense you have social media with your crypto, like, all in one spot. It makes a ton of sense. Moonshot. People don't use Moonshot with Dex. What did they use? Yeah, they use stuff like that, or like Believe, or you know what I mean. I think I'm being a boomer. I still use Dex Screener, but I think that's not what people are doing. Hey, keep your eye on that. The mass adoption shit's happening, and I could see maybe one of those guys actually gaining major market share in like the social media, kind of crowd. I see it. More, dude, this is really cool. This is really cool, but more like kind of cool product innovations and ways to gamble. Multiverse finance. This is cool. Backed by Paradigm. It's a way to trade prediction markets here, right? Allows user to trade based on future potential outcomes, right? So you use a prediction market's native token, right? You use that as collateral to borrow crypto, ETH, USDC, whatever the tokens, against the token platform, with both the prediction market and borrowed tokens liquidated in the case the bet loses. Flip side of that is the trader gets the position, right? You hit that bet, you win, and you weren't out anything other than your your prediction market token. It's pretty interesting. Dude, this is degens are weird. I'm not that. I guess I would like to be, but I'm not that. But I get who this is appealing to. Oh, this is wild. So here's an example. All right. So you don't think Trump will fire Jerome Powell in 2025. You go to Polymarket, buy a not fired USD token for 89 cents. This will be worth $1 in 2026 if Powell isn't fired by then. How did you do it? Hang on. Okay. But that's a long time to wait. And in the meantime, you can't use your not fired USD as collateral in financial systems. If Powell were suddenly fired, the not fired USD token's value could drop to zero faster than the system could liquidate your debt. This is already confusing, but I get it. You know what? There's no problem with using not fired USD as collateral to borrow not fired. Dude, this is silly. And I think some people will eat this shit up. Look at you guys, hardcore boopers. I hope the wins come there. I do. I think they should. Okay, random updates, I think, from here on. Just random everything. Virtuals. You guys who have been tweeting and submitting your posts manually, that's done. That's done. I think the Google form is officially closed. Yeah, it's closed. They sent out their last batch of Yap for Points. Now officially, it's Cato taking over. Pretty fucking cool. Man, this is going to really get on people's radar. It's there already, right? It's there. People know virtuals. They do. It's $1 billion. It's like what, $1.5 billion token. People know virtuals, but Cato does a little something different. Oh, by the way, Virtuals doesn't have an agent yet, do they? Right? I don't think Virtuals has their own official agent yet. I would keep an eye on that. Fair point, Marty. So hang on, my SocialFi makes 0 sense. It's against the ethos of what crypto was founded on. There's a reason Satoshi is anonymous. But doesn't SocialFi really open the door for like being anonymous and building up a reputation? Right? Like you would imagine if it's like a tokenized person or room or something like that, you can be anonymous, but the fact that it's worth so much, people are trading it so much, like speaks to that person's like credibility or trustworthiness or something like that, right? Anyway, virtual season is really about to kick into gear. Obviously, let's go peek right now. Obviously, it's pretty fucking hot. But tell you this, man. Tip of the iceberg when we're looking at Axelrod. Almost 600% oversubscribed, 1,300, 1,400 participants. Look, this is going to smash records. This will be over 2,000% oversubscribed. Participants, I think, also smashes the record. Will be over 5,000 participants. But like, look, that is not what all in looks like. That's not what like the late part of the AI cycle looks like. Bernie was the hottest one so far, participants wise, 5,000 people. Was not the hottest by subscription, close, but that's our leader right there as far as participants. That is not what it looks like when everybody's in. And this only happened in the past few days. Before that, 3,000 was the previous high, and that was a few days before that. That was like mid last week. 2,000 people, 3,000 people in is not what late AI cycle looks like. And just a week before that, we're talking under 1,000. We're talking in the hundreds. That is not late. And I argue it's still on the earlier side. Again, doesn't mean it's early. It doesn't mean it's day one, but early, still early. Not even, guys, I toggle on the Solana filter. There's nothing there. They've not even really branched out to Solana yet. And boy, does it get crazy when that happens. What's up, the Yank? How your Wizards bags looking, man? If you value privacy like the cypherpunk punks do, SocialFi is not the way. What is the way then? I don't disagree too, by the way, but I'm just curious. What is the way? And I also think, dude, like, actually, I probably agree with all this, but it's like, it's just another one of those things that like the spirit of Bitcoin was always going to die when it gets adopted. Most likely, like 90% chance it was always going to die when, the big money and the institutions come in and they change, what was special about it. I think we all knew that was going to happen. We knew it. Sucks, but we knew that was going to happen. And I do think it gives us all the opportunity to create our own communities that like, honor that ethos. But this is always where it was going to go. Because, man, probably most of the world doesn't share like the values. Damn, dude. The Yank sounds. You got a cool life. It sounds like. Yeah, pretty fucking cool. Okay, what else? Coinbase, dude, this is actually fucking huge. Coinbase joining the S&P 500. That coin took stock. Almost called it a token. That coin stock is going to cook, and they do want to tokenize coin. So we watch for that. But really, really big news, man. Really big news. The first and only crypto company to join the S&P 500. Big deal. It is a milestone. It's a milestone for crypto. Michael Saylor says it's a milestone for Bitcoin. He's right. But for all of crypto, fuck yeah. Big milestone. Congrats to those guys, man. Jeez. I know we're bouncing around, but back to Pump Fun. Here's the announcement. Creator revenue sharing. It's here. 50% of Pump Swap revenue now shared with coin creators. That's pretty big. I believe it's pretty big. I guess we should look at the revenue over there. But I see actually a good amount of pushback on this, and I kind of get it. Because, right, it's not going to like the biggest holders of a token. It's going to like the coin creators. And I saw somebody put out there that like a majority of the hot coins today are CTO'd, right? Somebody comes in and they launch a rug. They're outright dev sells all their token. The community comes in and they buy up the token. But in this case, it's that creator, it's the rugger who's actually going to go and make that money. He's going to get those that revenue share. This seems, yeah, I don't know with this one. I get what the like spirit of this is. It almost feels like it's targeted the wrong way. Yeah, button clickers, create a coin, start earning every time someone places a trade. This is rewarding ruggers. Now, maybe, actually, this might be interesting. What if that like incentivizes those devs? I hate calling them devs, but the coin creators. Actually, I'm glad he didn't call them devs. Coin creators better. Maybe that incentivizes them to actually hold and not dump. That actually makes a ton of sense, right? If you're setting out to launch a coin, are you more likely to dump it, take your money and run? Or are you more likely to hold it, try to promote it, get people trading it, and earn that rev share? I don't think this hurts. I don't think this hurts the ecosystem. I think it helps more than it hurts. Dude, I'm not sure I'm familiar. I'm not super sure. I think I like this. Each time someone places a trade on your coin, you earn 5 basis points in Sol. That means with 10 mil in trading volume, you earn $5,000. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that virtual share is way better than that. Right? I think I've seen that like on virtuals, like 2 or 3 mil in daily trading volume gets you like 5, 6,000 bucks. Something like that. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's closer to that. I think virtuals actually has them beat. But this is true. Board is right. It's exactly what we said. Boop.fun forced them to do this. This is why it's good. The competition's really good. Really good. Meteora had a feature that would airdrop the creator and top 50 wallets every day from LP swap. Oh, okay. Huh. You know what it is, though, man? I think for a lot of those guys that are dealing with stuff that's like in the look, I know normies like dudes can launch a token that gets these really good market caps, but like most of these guys are talking about the many like hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions they're making off stuff. And for them, it's like $5,000 or a couple thousand, or if we start getting the hundreds, doesn't matter. Doesn't even register. Not going to go through any efforts for like a little bit of money. It's like at points like when stuff's really cooking here, if I can trade and I make $100, and this is when stuff's cooking, and we're used to seeing 2, 3, 10x's, 20x's, right? And we're making thousands in a trade. When you can make 50, 100, you just kind of skip over it because it's not worth. It's so stupid, but it's not worth your time and effort, even though it's still just a click. I wonder if it's that kind of mindset. But Elon, founder of Pump Fun, some more thoughts here. The goal is to grow the trenches, always has been, always will be. When the markets grow, more people join, communities get bigger, stronger. I like him. I think he's cool. Uh, feel very strongly that our space has been held back by a few subtle and non-obvious issues. Poor incentives between coin devs and holders traders. Fair. Because devs can only benefit from their coin by selling, and because they're the first buyers at the lowest price, the incentives are there for them to sell on everyone else. Yep. That means people would rather have them sell their tokens early on so the community can grow in a sustainable way. CTO, yep. CTOs have formed most of the successful cases on the platform and will continue to dominate, but we need other kinds of projects to succeed as well. Utility projects, art, live streams. By the way, I keep hearing very bullish stuff about Pump Fun live streaming. That it is like a legit competitor to something like a YouTube. Like obviously, way too early to really make that comparison, but that is the model that's going to work. And it's easier than like, right, I took my one show and I put it on Zora. It's like that doesn't really work. Doing it live, like you stream and it launches a token live, might work. And if actually, I do want to consider streaming on Pump Fun as well. To grow the space 100x, we need to evolve. Coin creation is massively stigmatized. Yes, dude, big time. Docs devs who try something new aren't really a thing anymore because it's assume they're malicious. Dude, could not agree more. Absolutely. Everyone should launch a token. Why not? There's no like hit to your reputation because you created a thing on the blockchain. It's so silly. Normalize it. Like Zora, like Jesse Pollock and Base are right in that regard. Like just normalize tokenizing everything. I know Elon doesn't totally agree. Like he does down the road, but he thinks like it was a little too early for Zora. I don't agree. I think it's fine. There you go, man. See, and it's like it might be more than you'd make off of like doing a YouTube video or something. Like it does show that there's something there. There's definitely something there. Anyway, I think this is a cool goal. I think this is actually a cool update. if it incentivizes some of those token creators to like stick around and promote or whatever, just not dump on you, great. There's something there. All right, let's peek at NFTs. See how we're looking here. Dude, okay. All right, we'll take it. 16 million sales yesterday. Sellers are up. Buyers are up. Transactions are up. Average sale, everything's up. Everything's up. Trade profits actually up too. Still negative. $500,000 in the negative, but still up. We'll take it. Top collections here. Let's get rid of the fungible collections. But Courtyard on top. D-Market. Gilded Guardian Heroes. Crypto Punks. Taproot Wizards cooking. They are. Pudgies. I got to look into this one. I don't know if it's legit. Bored Apes Doodles. Bored Apes on Blast. Puppets. Anything else standing out here? By the way, Doodles, I need to go find a tweet, but Doodles have a mint going on right now. It's like a social game. I'm going to find that and show. I've seen nobody talking about it. I wonder if it's been missed. And what I really think it is, which is like the big risk for their platform, is that nobody cares. That's the bigger risk, is that you just do it and all the time and the effort and whatever, and nobody cares. And I think that's what they're about to see. DGen, dude, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that a lot. That's super cool. Okay. Hang on. Where's our top sales here? By the way, guys, season finale of Andor tonight. Cannot wait. Dude, it's such a good show. Dude, it's so good. Yeah, too many tokens. Dude, but Moonship agreed, but like too many compared to what? It's never going to slow down. It's never going to stop. Somebody had left a comment on one of my videos, like kind of similar, like just saying, oh, we're just going to water it down more and more. And I'm like, why even make the comment? Like, and what I mean by it is there's an infinite number of tokens coming. And like, the more we try to say, slow down, guys, we don't want to like water it down and, make all this stuff worthless. Why resist or fight a thing that is absolutely coming no matter what? And it's already here. And like, the more we resist it and try to pretend like it's like a bad thing, I mean, it's coming. It's here. An infinite number of tokens supply. I mean, it's like NFTs too. Yeah, it killed the price, but like, if we got to artificially keep these prices up by like saying, don't create tokens, don't make more, it's a losing battle. It's kind of a waste of efforts. But there's so many tokens. It'll only increase. The number of them will exponentially grow. And during slow periods, it'll slow down, sure. But infinite number of tokens coming. Everyone's going to have a token. Everyone's going to have dozens of tokens. They're not, I just forget who said it, but it's like, tokens are not precious things. They're not. And the values we give to them, like these valuations, are pretty unrealistic. And so it makes sense they're getting watered down. Lemon, can you DM Joe and tell him to come on the show? I tried to wrangle up the boys, and so far, no luck. I didn't try super hard. One message, but I do want him on. I do want an afternoon show, man. All right, your top sale. In the past 24 hours, Punk 5864 sells for 50 ETH, $121,000. Look at that. Dude, 7 Punk sales in the top 10. And then some apes, and that's kind of it. It's kind of it. Dude, we're like 4 weeks away. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Garbage. Most of it's trash. Yep. And it's only going to keep growing. You just keep adding more nines to the end. That was one of my favorite moments of the show. Like when I was hoping, like when Joe did that breakdown about the halving, I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I was hoping Joe would be able to do that like once a week or something, like come with like some prepared thing. It's what we were missing, was like a segment or some insights and shit like that. We had a great time, but like put some meat on it too would be fucking cool. And then it made for some like fun fucking banter. That's for sure. Guys, in NFTs, this is your hottest mint coming up in a while. Like, you know what? Okay, I'm trying to see who I put it on par with, like Dreamelio or Good Vibes Club or Steady Teddies or, Mibera or anything like that. It's like that. It might be bigger. But I'll say it's definitely in that talk. This is going to be a really big one. Crypto agents. It might sound familiar because this was actually like, dude, this has been delayed many, many times over. It's got a ton of attention. In fact, I'll tell you, I think it's a little under the radar compared to how many people were talking about it. And the fact that it was delayed, I think it's like off people's radar. Like I forgot all about it till I saw this. But yeah, this is an AI NFT collection. So it's agents with a PFP. They look fucking cool. These are going to cook. These are going to cook. Guys, these are going to fucking cook. Smart contract art, yeah, dude, yes. This is going to absolutely fucking cook. You can go on the site and register for whitelist. Way oversubscribed. There's like 500,000 people who've signed up for the whitelist. Like obviously botted. These are going to absolutely cook. I don't even know if I can get the site to load right now. Oh, yeah, here we go. Coming next week. Again, you can sign up for the whitelist. It makes you tweet, right? It does that thing. It generates a tweet for you. You don't have to send it. It registers you anyway. So when it generates the tweet, just hit X. At least that's what I did. And it said it added me to the whitelist. But dude, these look awesome. It's the right message, right? You know what I mean? The fact that it's AI and they're like super relatable. They look like kind of classic ETH NFTs or whatever that means, right? They look fucking great. These are super cool. Yeah, if I can find a way, definitely going to try to mint. 1,000% going to try to mint. But might be looking on secondary for one of these. Just a feeling about them. I think these are going to be a big time winner. It's only 10,000. Again, 500,000 people have signed up. You know what? I'm probably going to sign up from another account too. But anyway, we'll keep up on those. Those are going to be great. All right, Abstract Lucanets, what is he saying? Huge day for builders on Abstract. Building on the chain just got easier with full EVM equivalents. What does it mean? What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck? No, I don't know what that means. Lemon could probably explain. Lemon, would you come on the show again soon and give us like some TA? Can we pull up some Trading View? If I don't touch it, we're fine, right? If you come on and do it, we're probably fine. Oh my God, I just timed that terribly. I try to do that off screen, whatever. Paul Atkins spoke yesterday, gave the keynote speech at the Crypto Task Force Roundtable yesterday. I don't know. They talked about tokenizing stuff. I don't know. I didn't get any sound bites out of it. I didn't hear anything that was like kind of big, any new revelations here, but whatever. Cool. Pretty cool. We like Paul Atkins. What else? That was the Virtuals Cato collab. Dell officially rejecting the shareholder proposal to add Bitcoin to the treasury. Oh no. Yeah. Oh my guys, I think that's it. Oh, Mayor Adams in New York. I did want to mention this. Oh, that would have been sweet, man. Did you do that? You nailed it, huh? We'll figure something out, Lemon. Maybe we do a special random timed episode. Okay, Eric Adams in New York. Dude, this guy's a fucking, I don't know. He's a grifter, or I don't know what to call him. He did say, look, he's trying to get crypto companies to move to New York City. He wants New York City to be the crypto capital of the world too. This is good shit. This is exactly what we want. Exactly what we want. Crypto USA. Pudgy Grandpa, great to see you, man. Crypto capital of the world, New York City. That, again, we need lots and lots and lots of that. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Pay attention to internet capital markets. Remember, Believe is the platform. It is going to melt faces this cycle, as is Virtuals. I will say it again. It is still early for AI tokens. And I'll show you. Again, I'm being very like, what's the word I'm looking for? When I say early, yes, dude, $11.5 billion market cap. It's not early like when we were 2 billion, 3 billion. It's not, no, but it's with the belief that this is not going to 20 bill this time. It's going to instead 30, 40, 50 bill, maybe 100. I don't know. If things get really silly, like Bitcoin 200, 200K plus silly, then I think that the AI sector can get to 50 plus bill. It's still on the earlier side. It's still the first half for AI stuff. Get ready for that. HUD's brother, fucking plug that shit in. 2,000 points gave you 3 virtual commit on GPT Wars. So I think you need at least 20K or more to get 1 virtual on Axelrod. 610%. Dude, wow. Yeah, not even a little surprised, but wow. Yeah, good for them. Good. It's still free money. But yeah, this is when you got to start debating, is that the best use of your points? Flip side is you can go get a token that, you can get a bigger chunk of the supply and maybe you 2 or 3x your money. Well, you're usually, you're probably going to 5x at least in anything. But on virtuals, again, or on, I should say on Axelrod, you're pretty likely going to 100x. So then you start doing math that way. 100x versus, a 5x. And then you start calculating the tokens you get. Again, Vader's got a points, calculator. So should make it a little easier. I am chatting with Arbus. They should be coming on the Swarm report. I'm guessing tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow. But if not tomorrow, sometime before tokens unlock here. And ideally in the next 3 days, right? I would like to get them on before this is completed. So stay tuned. I think Arbus looks great. I think this looks great. Right? This is like an AI. This is like Cato, actually. It's a lot like Cato, but it's going to power like agents, AI platforms, users who are looking for like Web3 info, not like the data behind the scenes, not like token data, but like more like information. So Arbus is looking really good. Chatting with them, I'm pretty sure we'll have them on. Still looking forward to the AI XVC guys coming on. We got DGen C on the afternoon show on Thursday. So some cool shit coming up. Now, today's Swarm report, we'll go and review these again, just kind of see if any of them have entered the conversation for like must gets, like must buy. Huh. Maybe some of them will. Maybe some of these will. That could be. We will see, boys. Anyway, it's fun hanging. I miss the live shows, one day off and it throws everything off. Either way, we're back tomorrow. I don't know, live show or video in the morning. We're going to kind of wing it. Especially over the next week, we might be winging that a little more. Got family coming in town tomorrow. My son graduates Saturday. So it's just going to be a little busier, crazier in the house, but we'll see. Choina, what makes you think that? Hang on. That would be huge. What makes you think that? Okay, hang on. Let's see if there's something here. Whoa. Is this it, Choina? Excited to announce that CryptoPunks found a permanent home in the Infinite Node Foundation. It's a nonprofit. Now I remember there's 11 of them, right? There's 11 of them or so that were I think given or going to live here in Infinite Node. But is this the whole collection? Because I saw a story that was about this, and I thought it was just a few of them, right? Oh no, dude, you're right. Holy shit! Breaking news, guys. Choina, thank you, bro. Yuga Labs no longer owns the IP of CryptoPunks, now owned by Infinite Node. It's the Infinite Node Foundation. Wow, dude. Oh my God, that's huge. Wow. Places one of the most influential artworks of the 21st century inside an evergreen mission-driven endowment and signals a new model for safeguarding internet native culture. This is fucking huge. You know what? Okay. And thank you, DeYank. I don't know what else I need to pay attention to Yuga Labs for anymore. This was the only thing they're doing that I gave a shit about. I like the metaverse, and I am rooting for the other side, but I don't have a lot of faith that it's going to work out. CryptoPunks is the one thing that kept my eyes on Yuga Labs. I think this like diminishes them a lot A lot. Like, I almost think Yuga Labs almost irrelevant now. Good for punks. I thought they were fine in the Yuga Labs hand. I thought they did fine with them. Well, okay. There were a couple big missteps, and I thought them saying they're not going to touch them anymore was like great. I like them holding them, right? I like them being the owners of it. Join it as a punk holder. What do you think? You got to like it, right? Wow. So the Larva Labs guys. Oh, interesting. This is cool. Here's their advisory board. Matt Hall, John Watkinson, so the guys behind Yuga Labs. Gordon Goner from Yuga Labs, and then Eric Calderon. So it's a pretty awesome advisory board. Interesting. It's pretty fucking big. I mean, yeah, I think this is perfect. It's perfect. Really cool, China. Man, glad for you. Really fucking cool. Dude, really fucking cool. That is big, big, big news. So Yuga Labs no longer owns CryptoPunks. Again, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I don't think there's anything to pay attention to Yuga for now, unless they do something splashy with other side. And at this point, they haven't earned the benefit of the doubt there. It's a bummer, dude. I think it's a bummer. I'm sure Marty's loving it. But yeah, I'm happy for punk holders. Are they going to put any V1 punks? Any V1 punks going into the node? That is fucking huge. I think it is. Are punks up? And actually, is this bullish for punks? You know what? You know what? This okay. To bring it always back to V1 punks, there will be some kind of an announcement or a mention. It won't be an announcement for sure, but there will be some kind of comment about V1s and where they fit into this. Oh my god! Imagine if like the V2s, like well the main the crypto punks are part of Node, and they announced that no, Yuga's going to hang on to the V1s. They don't matter. Imagine that. That would be like that would be like worst case scenario. But the big boy punks, man, fucking big move. GG's. GG's to the crypto punk fam. Really like it. There we go. Anyway, that's a cool story to get out on. So good shit. Happy for you guys. Smash a like on your way out. Subscribe over here at Crypto Slam over on YouTube. And I will see you guys live at 2 p.m. Eastern time right here on the Swarm Report. Getting into the virtual stuff, man, which is absolutely cooking. Go get into Axelrod. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, peace, guys. We'll see you later.